Hey everybody, welcome back to BogMod. And behold, we have a new fancy screen with the mini godling and the sociopath, the killer of death. Which you make the call. But let's hop on in. Now, to no surprise, after the revelations last time, I've been thinking on things. Yes, I've been doing that thinking thing again. Which sometimes feels like it's a futile gesture. When I should just be like, you know what, game? I don't even think about anything that's going on and try and make sense of anything, because you'll just reveal stuff when you feel it's right. But, I have mused on it. Here's my thing. Here's where I think this is kind of going now. No. I think we are indeed dealing with a situation where the quote-unquote villains are actually doing good things. They're trying to stop an evil, terrible curse. It just happens that it requires certain sacrifices, let's just say. So let's take Claire and Lecter as our primary two.
No.
Shh, quiet, Altina. I'm talking. Now they seem to be in the know about what's going on. They seem to be. And they, at the very least, they know what following Osborn has cost. Right? And they still decide to follow him. What does this all imply to me? To me, it implies that there's a set of unknown facts that reasonable, empathic, caring people, when presented with the full set of facts, would indeed just agree with Osborn that what he was doing was right. And the only reason our protagonists are seriously opposing him is because they exist in blissful ignorance of what's going on. Also, I should definitely throw in the Emperor. The idea that the Emperor, with all how he is clearly acting and feels and his remorse and all that, would back Osborn as he is and what he's doing. Without good reason. Again. So I guess this is, like I've kind of talked about, this is going to be one of those, perhaps a Grandia 1 situation, where the quote-unquote villains are the ones doing things up until we get an impossible to predict miracle event to pop up, which will allow a different path, that third path that the Emperor was talking about, to happen. I don't know how I feel about that. I don't know. I'm not sure. It certainly feels at this stage like we're going into the villains are right and you're wrong, heroes. Everything the protagonists have been doing has either been to further a plan, or they're ruining the chance for something good to happen. I was like, okay. I mean, again, we don't know the full story here, because I'd really like to at this point. I don't know. I think that might be my biggest complaint, actually. So in the fourth game, now that I'm how many hours am I into this game? Many hours. 20 hours? 30 hours? Well, we can do a little bit of math. So this is that pre-copied save. So 35 hours. 35 hours into the game. Okay. And man, I really want to have the answers by now. I actually want to know. The game has not revealed things at a pace that is making me excited. Tired might actually be a better way to phrase it. It's done a lot of build-up towards who knows what, and you can only maintain the beat of suspense before it loses its impact. And yeah, Game 3 certainly missed a lot of beats for me. And Game 4, trying to build on that, has had its issues. So I think my complaints with the pacing aside,
No.
yeah, I think that's where we're headed. Or at least there's a strong chance we're headed to, if only the heroes knew what was actually going on, they would agree with the villains. Which is like, did we need 4 games to get to this point? Well, actually, that's the thing. I talked about morally complex characters a while ago. A long time ago. And I said that part of what, to me, you need for a morally complex individual is the viability of actual choice. Right? So like a triage doctor who's like, these 3 patients come in, looking at their wounds. If I could try to treat all of them at once, and they would all die, because of the nature of their wounds. I could focus on the one guy with the particularly bad wounds, and maybe by the time I finish with him, maybe he'll live. There's only a chance, like a small chance, that he'll live. And even if he does, taking all the time away from the other 2, will probably have them die, right? You know, this is like a wartime triage type situation where you have to make these judgment calls. And then the doctor's like, on the other hand, if I focus on these 2, I can definitely pull them through, and then have a very tiny chance of saving the 3rd.
No.
It's not morally complex of the character to be like, well, I'm going to save the 2 I definitely can, and then try and save the 3rd. Rather than be like, actually, I'm going to put everybody at risk for a small chance that I can even succeed at the first one. Or to be like, I'm going to try and save everybody, even though I know, as a practical matter, that it will actually just cause everyone to die. The doctor who decides to make the practical, realistic assessment of chances and all that sort of stuff isn't making a morally complex choice. To borrow from a great show that a show I think is quite great and I quite enjoyed, Babylon 5. There's a small scene where they're talking about these 2 ancient galactic superpowers are at war, right? And the alliance of these guys, they're all like, all right. They're asking, hey, so why are we at this one system to try and fight instead of this other system? And they're like, well, we have enough soldiers to make it. We have enough ships and soldiers to make a difference at one of these 2 locations. This planet has 12 billion people on it. This planet has 4 billion people on it. And these are against. They're fighting foes who have planet-killing weapons. It's like, so we're gonna put our troops on the planet that has the 12 billion people. It's just numbers. And again, that's not exactly a morally complex choice. That's how reality works. You can't just be like, well, I only have enough troops to really make a difference in one battle. I'll just spread them out and make them completely ineffectual in both locations. No. That will actually work out for me. So going back to tying this all back into the game now, I feel like the situation, the secret situation, is going to be one of those situations where it's like, well, you see, this was actually the only possible course of action that could have done anything.
No.
Which strips a lot of the meaning behind choices, it feels to me. then it's just like, oh, yeah, of course, you did basic math, and of course you were like, saving 4 people is better than saving 2 people. It's not a complex choice. It's just understanding reality.
Now.
I don't know. I don't know if I'm gonna be happy if that's the direction the game goes. Of just being like, ah, yes, the villains, where they actually knew what was going on, and did the thing that was actually the correct thing. If only you heroes knew. I still expect, even if they do go that way, they're gonna like, aha! But then, magic, impossible event, miracle, thus allowing you to save the day. That's not as satisfying as much in its own way either. It's like, you know, why didn't Green... it's like in Cold Steel 2, and they're like, we gotta stop this civil war. Get Crow back. Oh, why don't we just fly to the capital and confront the villains directly, right at the start of the game? Because that doesn't work. They would know that kind of thing doesn't work. There are realistic limits on what you can do. Anyways, we'll have to see, of course, where the game goes, but I feel like Lecter's little revelation a bit, in light of what we've seen on how they're acting, told us a lot about the arc of the story, if not the details. Anyhow, let's chat with these two. Ah, you two. A lot of great stuff here, just to expect of Vita's hometown. Grimoires, magic tools, ooh! Kitty being so full of cute. The handle of a hacker famous on the Orbital network, right? True identity is actually a member of Ouroboros. Unfortunately, number 15, the Angel of Slaughter. Appears the entire hypothesis of the Intelligence Division's analysis team was accurate. Yes, that's a very diverse set of facts to kind of bring together. Certainly quite enjoyable. If I remember correctly, there should have been no less than a few dozen system engineers responding to your plane. Broke the R systems a few times in the past too. We can't let our guard around you, can we? Kind of thing I've got in your way with relation with Kid and Tio, has it? Managed now to make the best use of available talent. Can't we be friends too? Just because I have no respect for other people. I guess that's not true. She does respect some people, but not like a general rule. If you're just some stranger, of course you can break into your stuff. You don't have a right to privacy. It's a bad metaphor, Altina. She's a kitty. You can't mix. You can't be like the kitty with has the puppy dog guys. It doesn't work. Doesn't work. Who could say a man doesn't smell like that? Well, Lisa, you are deeply being manipulated. She is. She knows exactly what she is doing. It knows exactly the response it will get. That's why I was like. That's why I don't really see Renee. In a lot of ways, she's not really a child character, in the sense that, in terms of maturity, intelligence, understanding of people, all those sorts of things. If she were 10 years older, she would be exactly the same. Her physical age is irrelevant to her character archetype age, as it were. Ooh, free memory quartz. What's it about? Right? Well, protected files. Okay. Files considered Twilight. I want to read this stuff now. Be able to pitch in. I mean, there's some stuff in there. Is there anything useful that I could be informed about? Oh well. Guys, I'm sure you have the tons of friends with the right skill set. You know, the remote connections. I'll give you Estelle's account ID too, and you can try playing a game to test it out. Pop-up party with Estelle. All right. You know what, Renee? I may have had all these criticisms about you being a heartless, sociopathic, murdering, insane little girl, but you're okay in my book. If you're gonna give me these pom-pom codes, everything's okay. I'm not made of stone. I have my limits. I can be bought. Alright, well, let's play. Estelle, I will destroy you.
Get this started.
Take that!
Man,
I did the thing.
lost.
I won! I crushed Estelle. And yay! I did the thing and I won the fight. Alright. Alright, let's continue around the ring. Jingo! Little bunny from the Intel Division out for a stroll alone. I guess. That's right, you're both tiny. It's just you out. If a little extra firepower will help, come straight to me. I think she was trying to be kind to me by giving me guns. Lots of guns. I don't know, Altina, your prior profession is kind of sketchy too. You kidnapped people. All this stuff, he can get you stuff, just ask, alright? Isn't? Are you all rested up now? Could be top condition before we take on the gnomes' headquarters. Ah, you know what'd be neat? If the gnomes had like a little happy village like this too. We show up with guns and swords out, they're like, ah! Don't hurt us! And we're like, oh, sorry? Ooh. Yay! Free stuff. It's nothing like you. Don't want to fall behind the bigger kids. A strawberry tart. Give me the secrets of your tart. Paradise pie. 600 EP. Enchantingly delicious, though it glows. But first, let's make some food. Nope, nope, that's nope. There we go. Mr. Tart.
I got this in the bag. It's perfect.
Grandma's cheeky tart.
Now let's begin. It wasn't meant to be like this.
Magic tart.
Initiate cooking mode. Better than I expected.
Another cheeky tart.
Please eat it all, even if it's not good. Oh, I recommend this.
The lovely lavender macaroon.
Let's give this a try.
It's what a plain normal strawberry tart.
Perfectly made.
Nope.
I'll handle this. What?
Now we're cooking. It turned out really good.
Can nobody just make a normal tart?
You just leave this to old Randy. There we go.
There.
Nothing to it.
Thank you, Randy. Thank you. Those upstairs. Oh. I would almost miss them. But the appeal of an older man is how comfortably self-assured they are. So much less drama. Well, excitement once in a while never hurt anyone. Maybe the dream is a man who can do both. So we start talking so casually. Louise and I were discussing what sort of traits we look for in a man. Anything you'd like to add to the pile? How do you feel about Instructor Reem? Well, it's all like I'm like 13. So his habit of subconsciously pardoning everything other than himself sometimes distresses me. Yeah, but that's not necessarily a matter of romance. That's, just understanding Reem. See the hidden world of beauty that lies between the pages of my favorite novels. Yes, everyone has their own preferences. It's true to fleeting. But I'm only 27, I'm still a spring chicken! You are? Whoa! That was a little uncalled for, Altina. That seemed actually very out of character for her. I could see Ash saying something like that. But from Altina? Surprised me. Look, it'd be goodbye, Mommy. Really, I have. But just listen to me. What should I do, Mommy? You yourself must also grow. Do you have secret potions to make me grow taller? As I say, the kid may not quite get the metaphor you're laying down. Pretty important task for us today. Okay. Gentlemen. Zio! Give me a scree, buddy. Oh, wait, that's not Zio. That's, Claudia's bird. Zio, he's my friend in the skies, watching over the Nord Highlands from above. He does give us a scree, though. Scree. He's more a pet than a friend. Oh, no. You could be both. See, behind both at once, especially back during the Civil War. Come to trust us to use Class 7 old and new. In the years... It hasn't been that long since the Civil War. I wouldn't use the word in the years since. We're all warriors of the same sky. Scree! Scree! This independent attitude is really cool. Well, we fought on Emperor Ulrikel's side of the War of the Lands known as Zio. Alright. It's a good name. That's a good way to name him. Ladies? That's where you were. Ellie, we're showing Key around the village. It's so cool and mysterious. I just wish Lord and the others could have come to see it. Yeah, you can turn Witch Village into a serious tourist destination spot. All load upon Remaferia. He's a dad. You can't just be like, oh, dads don't care about their kids. Of course he's gonna miss his daughter. Be nice to poor Arios. You're really grown up, huh? That's right. You, Altina, will never grow up because you're like a artificial human. Well, maybe nothing. Aww. Receiving a hug was not my objective. Yeah, you were created. Yes, this is true. The two of you can bond over being fake humans. Sure was. You, Milium, and I were probably created using the same type of technology. I'm not sure if that's true. I'm pretty sure alchemy had a play more into yours, and that was its own thing compared to the gnomes. Or, okay, never mind then. I take it all back. Apparently, it's all the same. Working hand in hand, all to make the great Twilight a reality. For whatever goal, yes, for whatever goals they may have, and that's what I've been saying I want to know about. I want to know what their goals are, but no one seems to care what the actual goals are in this game. Ah, yes. Annabelle Cross. Croy? Party hard, Aaron style. Yes, Aaron seems to be the kind of village you party hard in. Thanks, by the way, Ali, for being such a good friend to Yuna. Approach to the least. Vantage Master of the Kia. Alright. There's been Miss Randy, huh? I'm curious what happened with her as well. I mean, there's a decent chance they're just like, we have too many characters already in this game. We're just gonna put some of them on the back burner. They're getting tougher. I suppose I'll play against her. So thank you all for watching, and I'll talk to you all soon.